He was an inventor of football, a football magician, a gifted player who made his opponents look like children and inspired millions of kids by his dribbling, his legendary goals, and his smile. A look back at the career of the prodigy Ronaldinho. Subscribe to our channel. We put new videos online every week. Ronaldo de Assis Moreira grew up in the Vila Nova district of Porto Alegre, capital of Rio Grande do Sul in the south of Brazil. He comes from a modest family where everyone loves football. His father played in an amateur club at Belo Horizonte and worked as a car park attendant at Grêmio, one of the two big clubs in Porto Alegre. This is where his older brother Roberto, 9 years older than him and a model for little Ronaldo, plays. Only 10 shirts in the family. The two brothers seem to have a mutual gift for the round ball, train together and follow each other everywhere. When Roberto left for Switzerland to start his European career at FC Sion, Ronaldinho followed him for 2 years before returning to Grêmio, where he continued his training. Far too comfortable technically, Ronaldinho is already outperforming everyone. In the youth categories, he won a match 23-0. 23 goals from Ronaldinho. Selected with Brazil's U17s, he wins the World Cup in Egypt, and PSV then offered €6 million to recruit the Brazilian gem. Grêmio refused, and Ronaldinho made his professional debut in his native club. In 1999, he won his first trophy, the Rio Grande do Sul Championship, by flying over the competition with more than 1 goal per game. The following year, 39 goals in 43 games. We hear about the phenomenon until Europe, where Real Madrid, Barca, and Inter Milan submit transfer offers. But President José Alberto Guerrero intends to keep his protege. However, on December 22, 2000, Ronnie secretly signed a pre-contract with PSG. The new spell, the player is booed by his public. His brother Roberto is perceived as a traitor. But at the end of the season, Ronaldinho flies to Paris to illuminate the capital with his talent. The legend begins on August 4, 2001 in Auxerre, and the Parisian public gradually discovers the extraordinary technique of this player everyone is talking about. Short dribble, flip-flop, feint, blind pass. Ronaldinho has fun with the ball and sets the Parc des Princes public on fire, or even at the Velodrome, during this masterclass where he single-handedly destroyed Marseille in a bitter 3-0 on March 9, 2003. But the results don't follow, and the crew to JJ Okocha, Jerome Alonso, and Gabi Hines will have to be satisfied with a 4th place. Then a French Cup final the following season against Gibril Cizé AJA. Ronaldinho's irregularity and lack of seriousness annoyed his coach Luis Fernandez, who did not hesitate to put him on the bench. His teammate Paulo Cesar explains that Ronnie had already turned the air conditioning upside down one night to miss a match and meet up with girls in Paris. Another evening, he is spotted at 5 o'clock puking in front of the entrance of the Barrio Latino, a Parisian nightclub where the Brazilian usually goes, the day before a match against Lyon. This will not prevent him from making his team win with a double XL performance, 2 assists, and a few breakages of ankles. With the Seleção, he is part of the legendary team composed of Cafu, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, who won the 2002 World Cup in South Korea against La Mannschaft. The world champion will stay in Paris one more season, but Ronnie's talent must express itself at the European level. Barca put €27 million on the table, and Ronaldinho arrived in Catalonia. For his first match, he slaloms between Seville players, a 30-meter long-range shot angled 90 degrees. This is how Ronnie introduces himself to his new fans. With his technical accuracy and game vision, Ronaldinho rejuvenates Barca, who won in 2005 its first Liga in 6 years. At that time, he offers an assist to Messi, who scored his first goal under the Blaugrana's colors. The Brazilian became the young Argentinian's mentor, and Ronaldinho took him by car to training every morning. Bromance. In 2005 and 6, Ronaldinho is at the peak of his art. A season with 26 goals and 21 assists. A standing ovation for the Brazilian at Bernabeu, despite the fact that he has just humiliated Real Madrid. The Ballon d'Or. and a Champions League victory over Arsenal. He also became a father with the birth of his son, João. In 2007, Ronaldinho scored his goal record with Barca, who finished runners-up to Real Madrid. But from 2008 onwards, the decline begins. On the field, Dinho no longer weighs and leaves the keys to the game to Messi. His lifestyle is not suitable for the life of a top-level footballer. He is regularly injured, is antagonizing Frank Rijkaard, part of the locker room, supporters, and in 2008, Ronaldinho packed his bags for AC Milan. The first season with Carlo Ancelotti is complicated, but after the arrival of Leonardo, the Brazilian is reborn from his ashes. His stats lines are rising and Dinho once again becomes the player capable of setting the stadiums ablaze and capsizing the defenses. The crazy dribbler becomes a distributor, to the point of finishing best assist in Serie A, and delights the San Siro with a few classy moves. He regains his former level within a season, before falling back to his shortcomings. He will nevertheless win a Serie A with Zlatan, Seedorf, and his compatriot Robinho in 2011, before returning home by signing at Flamengo. He is welcomed like a demigod by 20,000 delirious fans waiting for him in Rio. He intends to return to the national team, but will have to be limited to a few friendly matches. He finds the way back to the net and titles with Flamengo, with whom he won the league and the Rio Cup, before going to distill some caviar at Atlético Mineiro. There he discovered the Copa Libertadores, which will punctuate his already rich palmarès. A year in Mexico, in Querétaro, a few games at Fluminense, and a meeting with the Ecuadorian club of the Barcelona Sporting Club, where we see him sign an autograph on the yellow card that the referee gives him, and a bit of futsal in New Delhi. That's for the unusual end of Ronaldinho's career. After football, Ronaldinho tries a rather correct reconversion in Bossa Nova with his Sozinho style. But Ronnie gets noticed several times by supporting the far-right candidate Jair Bolsonaro in the presidential election, by being taken over by the Brazilian justice, who prosecute him for illegal construction and financial embezzlement. And in early March, he was arrested by the Paraguayan police for presenting himself with a false Paraguayan passport. Of course, when you arrest Ronaldinho, you are obliged to ask for a small photo before the interrogation. And as if by chance, the prison organized a futsal tournament the week after his arrival. And guess who won the tournament? Ronnie's team, who scored 5 goals and 6 assists in the final. Only Ronnie was able to add this kind of line to his list of honors. Of course, we will remember his escapades, his outings to clubs, and all these baffling episodes. But Ronaldinho is like that, a jouster, a dancer, an improviser, both on and off the field. We will especially remember the genius footballer, his ball controls, his flip-flops, his nutmegs, his blind passes, his goals. He reminded us at every moment that football is a game and nobody had fun with the ball like the Brazilian did. With more rigor and training, his already rich palmarès could perhaps have been extended by a few titles and Ballons d'Or. But for what purpose? Ronaldinho has already won it all. The greatest trophies, individual titles, respect for the world of football, and above all, he has made us all dream. Parabéns, Ronaldinho! Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, don't hesitate to talk about our channel around you, to like it, to share it. See you soon for a new video. Ciao!